Embrace fear. Oh, it is so much fun. When I was a young kid, under 10, I was sent by my dad to go to his office next door. My dad was a chiropractor. He had real life skeletons or spines in his office. And he said, "Oh, son, go over and get the paperwork that's on my desk and bring it back to me." And, my imagination just went wild, and I kind of walked over there, and it was dark. It was late at night. And it probably wasn't that late at night, but it was dark. And I get into the office and switched on all the lights. I was so fast. And then I went to his desk. I grabbed the paperwork. And I swear I moved quicker than the speed of light. My heart was pounding. My breath was... my muscles were all tuned. And I switched off that light. And before it even went dark, I was out of that office, locked the door back into and given Dad the paperwork. It was such a rush that steered my whole career for the first few decades of my life, where I got into freestyle skiing and then high diving and stunt work. Now, fear is just one of our emotions. It's all encompassing, how it overtakes your whole body, and it can be an amazing feeling, and it also can be, well, obviously a terrifying feeling. And we've got to recognize it when it happens. So real fear, when it overtakes our body, incorporates these things like the breath. You start breathing heavier but up high, because even if you start breathing up high and just do it now, go, it starts triggering the fear response. So yeah, you're breathing up here. The blood starts pumping through your body. Your skin, the veins and the blood flowing near your skin pulls away from the skin. That's why sometimes they say you feel a cool chill when you're afraid. But the idea is to get all the blood to your muscles, because you're going to have to do the fight or flight thing. And it's a rush. You can't concentrate on detail. Your brain is more on big picture, just saving my life. And that's what fear is for. Fear is to collect the data that's happening around you and to save you. The blood goes away from all our non-essential organs, our digestion and all that, to go to our muscles. Everything is concentrated in for the best energy. It takes all the energy from our whole body to make us do the fight or flight. Our pupils dilate to let in more light, to get in more information. There are 30 different hormones that go to put us into action. That's a lot of chemistry. Fear is present tense and is now. I know I say it all the time, but it is now. It's to be responded to, do the fight or flight, and then move on. Now, prolonged state of fear with all those hormones pumping through your body and all the blood being taken away from your vital organs and all that, it causes so many health issues. The list is huge, but just to name a few, digestion problems, sleep disorders, dysfunction of the immune system, autoimmune problems. Are some of these things sounding familiar? Perhaps happening to you or just happening all around the world at the moment? So fear, embrace it, use it. Now let's figure out the difference between the two. There is the real present physical fear where you need to act. A snake or a bear or, a car rushing out in front of you, you need to jump. That is real present fear. And then you survive it, get over it. Then there's the mental fear. The fear that's can be fun, a joyful ride when you're watching a horror movie. But it's also fear that you don't need your whole body to get into. It's all right to have the game in the head. So the idea is, as soon as you recognize your body going into that fear mode, and that's the thing, is to recognize when emotions happen and label it straight away, and you go, oh, I'm feeling fear. Or it could be anger. It could all those associated things with fear that are just getting you up into that fight or flight mode. But there's no need for it. Then you just take a breath and chill it down. Bring the breath down low as opposed to high up here when you're in that fear response. And go, all right, I don't have to be afraid. But a mental state of fear is also helping you. Let's say you've got a big presentation the next day and suddenly it hits you that, oh, I've got a big presentation to do the next day, and you feel nervous about it and you feel that fear. That's good. Take a breath, respond to it. Go, okay, I'm going to make sure I know my presentation, make sure I know all the information, give myself the confidence that I don't fear it. Sometimes I feel fear when I'm running late for an appointment because I really pride myself on being there for people, and that fear comes from that shame and not being socially accepted because I am late. And so as soon as I realize I'm sitting in the car and I feel my breath come up here and I'm going, I go, whoa, just take a breath. It's not going to serve me sitting in a car with all my body going into action for the fight or flight. Just relax. Recognize the fear, use it when you need to, respond, and then let it pass. Don't hang on to it. I know I say that for all the emotions, and it is true for all the emotions. We need fear for so many things. It is a great motivator. Fear gets us into that anger point. Where would be the French Revolution without anger? Where would Gandhi be without his peaceful demonstration and split from the British Empire? These are all motivated by fear to anger to acting. Emotions are pure. They are there for us. Use them. Don't let them overrun you. Use them for fun and profit, as I have done with stunt work and freestyle skiing and cliff diving. I've had so much fun with fear. Until next time, keep the spirit.